to take this opportunity to congratulate Asamoah Gyans on his appointment as the chairperson of Dr. Bawumia's subcommittee on youth and sports. Well, it sounds quite refreshing to hear Gyan in those quarters, in those offices, in those places, because he's paid his dues. Asamoah Gyans is someone who has paid his dues to this country's football. Like him or loathe him, he's given his all on the field for over 15 years before his retirement. And you can say, sir, if there is anyone who deserves an office like that, then definitely Gyan is in those arena, and as it belongs to that class of people who should get there. Even if he doesn't, I'm sure he's going to pave way for others to also be concerned about getting into those areas. I'm saying this because I've heard a lot of commentary, read a lot of stories since the name of Asamoah Gyans popped up. One, whether Asamoah Gyans, there can be two things, there can be two reasons why he's there. One can be that he's there as a consultant, because political parties need consultancy from technocrats, from people who have experienced it, from people who have a first-hand idea of how it's done. So he can be there as a consultant, or he's consulting for Dr. Bawumia's campaign team on sports, youth and sports, what he can bring to fore when he's called upon, the ideas that he can share. He's been in football, but I'm sure that he knows a lot about sports. He's been in tennis too. He's been a boxing promoter. So there cannot be a better person that you can consult. And he has a name, and politicians care more about optics as well. And he can be there as a consultant. And secondly, he can be there as someone who wants to rise to the top in politics. So he can start from the ranks and get to the top. He will be learning the ropes there. So that can also be possible, and it is his choice. If he's a consultant, it means that he can consult for any other party that wants his services. And if he wants to climb the political ladder, he belongs to the NPP and wants to climb the political ladder, and he wants to start from this place, I think it's also his choice. And one thing that encourages a lot of people, encourages a lot of such folks with the stature of Asamoah Gyans, is that why should they not have a choice? They cannot be apolitical, or they can choose not to be apolitical. They can belong to a political party. So if Asamoah Gyans' choice is that he belongs to the NPP, or he wants to build his political career and he believes in the philosophy of the NPP, I don't think there is anything bad about it. People should be encouraged to make choices. People should be encouraged to make choices, because one thing that I've observed in recent times in our politics is that people say, well, it's an arena that people can insult you. It is very vile and vituperative. It is very unforgiving area or platform. It is an unforgiving terrain. We will not allow our dad or uncle to enter politics. But politics is the wheels of governance. Politics drives the wheels of governance. Governance is what makes this country. Governance is what actually drives everything in this country. We are being governed. So if people say they will not get into politics, and the only avenue where you can make an impact largely in terms of policy, in terms of laws, in terms of administration, if the right thinking people say they won't go there because they are afraid to be insulted, or they are afraid that they may be exposed or they will be attacked, how then do we govern the country? So I don't think there's anything wrong. Especially he's done with his football. He's done. And he wants to be involved in politics. That's if the second idea, or the second notion that I gave before everything else. If he's not consulting and he wants to be a politician, I don't find anything wrong with it. he has to be encouraged to make a choice. And he has chosen what he wants. The only thing is that people elsewhere do not also get attacked for saying they like this or that. We've seen people in acting choose what they want to believe in politics. I am of the opinion that, sir, once you enter politics, you'll be insulted. Once you enter politics, we have to stop. We have to stop and make our politics better. People with the experience enter politics. We have to make it an arena that anyone who has anything to contribute can enter. So I don't support the idea that Asamoah Gyans is being attacked. So all along he were NPP. Of course, he can be consulting, or he can be NPP, or he can just say he has changed, or he just wants to enter politics and he believes in the NPP. Of course, he can be anything. He's not offended anyone by doing that. If everyone in any office, technicians, farmers, actors, journalists, say they have abandoned their professions, they want to enter politics with the experience and technical skill that they have, why should they not make a choice? Why should we leave politics to people who have not worked or have any profession before? People who have not excelled or have mandates of changing anything in any sector before. Then you leave the country in the hands of inexperienced people. So imagine Asamoah Gyans being consulted before the implementation of these astroturfs and its siting, situation where it's situated. I'm sure that he would have given very valid policy decisions to influence where and how we do it. Better than any politician, better than. Imagine Saddick Adam being consulted on the construction of astroturfs. He would have known better than, or he's the chairman of a committee that's supposed to take a decision on the way to disperse funds for grassroots football. Saddick Adam will know better than any politician. So we should not keep our experienced people at bay from politics because it's an area where people will be insulted. As for the insult, I'm sure Gyan himself knows. He should be very aware of where he's entering. He should. Because he's played football, which is very much more toxic an environment than, because football there, you win, you get insulted, you draw, you get insulted, you lose crowd there. So I'm sure he knows. And this is an area that he needs. In football, you can do anything and go. But in this is an area that he needs to comport himself to the highest level of standards that people are going to set. I think more of them should come out. More of them should come out. More of them should come out to make a choice. People should make choices. People who have had life experience should make choices of where they belong. It's nothing, especially when you are out of your profession. He should be allowed, and I am saying that more of them should be encouraged. If we have 5, 6, 7 Asamoah Gyans entering politics properly, in 10 years, you will not struggle to have a sports minister who understands what investment in sports is. You will not struggle. You have Saddick Adam, you have Ikote, you have Krote, you have Benjamin Azamati, or Akwesi Sapon, or you have people like that entering into sports politics, because we know our politics in Ghana. You can never ever get such a position if you have not been in the ropes. You have not started with them building. And the only way you can start with them building is to offer your knowledge. Go on the campaign. I'm sure Asamoah Gyans is going to go on campaign. He is going to be on the campaign with Dr. Bawumia. Definitely. Because you cannot support an agenda and say you want to stay home. You are supporting him to win. That is basically it. So more of them should be allowed to also make choices. And the political parties should make use. I'm making this video basically for them. They should make use of them. Consult them, contact them. Contact them and say, we want you to be part of our team. We understand your ideas. We know that your experience is not in doubt. We know what you've been doing for this arena. We want you to come and help us. There's nothing wrong. The entertainment sector has been having it. The journalism sector has been going into it in recent times. And so many areas. So why? What's wrong with a sports person rising to that level? We say all of them are shying away. Abedi Pele, Samiko Four, Tony Yeboah. Politics, they want to stay out because they don't want to be insulted. But some of them should take the bold decision of not only maybe wanting to become GFA president, but getting involved. The sports committee chairman, National Sports Authority chairman, you understand, director general is somebody who has been engaged. So I like the idea of Prince Odro, Mensah and co, who were athletes and came to the National Sports Authority. You could see the changes. I support it. They should not even be engaged in only that. They should be given ambassadorial roles like President Kufuor did for Abedi Pele and President Asamoah. Abedi Pele at a point, even President Rawlings was going to the Arabia and other areas in the world with Abedi Pele. He was President Kufuor's ambassador at large. And when they attend meetings in Europe, in Asia, Abedi Pele with President Kufuor was there, and people will be mobbing Abedi Pele. And if you go for a loan agreement or memorandum of understanding, and there is Asamoah Gyans, there is Samiko Kufuor, there is a top player in there. You know how you facilitate these things easier. They should be given more roles to play. We cannot give our ex-players money every day for the service. The only way you can help them is to also tap in their knowledge, tap in their experience. So Gyan